Okay, let's get going. Welcome. All right, this is the first auto stream with the new setup. First automotive stream with the new setup, and we should be good to go here. All right. Rusty, good news. Rusty didn't freeze at all. I left it on all night. It's good. She's fine, which is Quite nice.
Discovery, go at
Auto Matt Tech. What's up, man? 5 months. Congratulations on the new PC. Makes me want to build a new PC. Your hair looks nice today. Oh, thank you. It's yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's still patchy and weird, but it's all right. Okay, so I don't know how this happened, but we haven't worked on the car in like a month. Not really where I wanted to be with this, so we're gonna have to hop to this. Once again, is just a no expectation stream, no schedule. I'm pretty sure that the whole setup is good. Rusty hasn't frozen. It's been on for 2 days straight. It hasn't frozen during idle processing or anything. Feeling okay. No, I'm getting sick. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So that's good. But it's, did her not get you sick? Probably. I'm sorry. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. It's looking good today. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Are you going to be okay for Flame Trench? Dean, I did not do Flame Trench today. I did not sign up for it just in case of setup stability. I do not want this setup croaking during a Flame Trench. So just out of an abundance of caution, you don't want to do that. You don't want to screw up like Kevin or Jay in the production or anything. We don't want to do that. Okay. Morning, Sean. How you doing? So, this is going to be a short stream. We're probably going to stop at about 4.5 hours. I am going to stop at 5. I have some stuff that I got to go get done. And I got to go return some videotapes. And I will be back for racing at 9. Raptor 3s are in Starbase. Short for you. Yeah, well, let's get some work done on the car.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
It's definitely there. Grass Noob. 33 months. Thank you. Be kind and rewind. Hang on one second. Returns to videotape. What is this? The 1990s? Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go return some videotapes. I hope a bunch of Raptor 3s are in Starbase soon. Yep. So let's it's just cold here, bro. Run. Ernock's out there. Hang on, I'm talking to Bree. There's Typhoid Ernock. Oh, man. Nah, ha, ha. Dude, my caps lock. What is wrong with this thing? My caps lock key keeps intermittently turning on and off. And now it's all capital letters, even though it's all capital letters, even though caps lock is off. And then if I turn caps lock on, it's all lowercase letters. You cleaned the shop. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Give me 1 second. Why is my caps lock key reversed Windows? Is the shift key stuck? I don't know. Let me check. Let's type banana in all caps. Okay, it's working now. Shift key was doing something weird. Give me 1 second. I got to send out a couple more messages. One moment. All right. Banana. All right. Okay. I should be good now that I got my bearings. I swear I'm a professional at this. I swear. Haven't kept up with the crew cap charger that much. Is that thing going... What is that thing going across both the quarter panels? That's bracing to make sure that it doesn't move. Because we cut all the structure out of the back of the car. Bro, there's a new building in Starbase. Metrology laboratory. Cool. Neat. All right, so I'm going to head out there. We're going to test the auto streaming setup. Stand by for loss of signal from here as expected. I'm going to mute Starbase Live here. And what I'll do is I'll put my regular background music on. Actually, you know what? We'll switch to upbeat. There we go. All right, stand by for lost signal from the office, as expected. Okay, can you hear me? Are we good? Good, bad? How's the delay? Very quiet, but yes, okay. Give me one moment. All right. Nope. Testing. Well, something turned the microphone down. The microphone, that's too much. Somebody turn the microphone boost down a little bit. Testing, testing, testing. Attention, please. Music is loud. Now you're 5 by 5. How? You can go up a smidge. A smidge. All right, let me go mess with the music and I'll be right back. All right, testing. How's that compared to the music? How is that compared to the music? How is that compared to the music? Good balance. We got a good balance. All right, cool, let's do this. So one thing that we did, guys, is we redid my network in the garage. So I'm not going to say that we're going to remove delay completely, but it's probably going to be a little bit better than it was. This computer's wired directly into the same switch. It's got and oh yeah, that's the other thing. That computer is right in onto my main switch that we bought. And this computer had a Cat 5 cable plugged into it. Whoops.
Well, we fixed that right up.
Yeah, that wasn't great. That wasn't, yeah. Whoops. You could still do that over Cat 5, just not over the same distance. Well, you know, we're probably going to get a little bit less delay this time. So, here, let me just angle this camera. This camera fell over. So, all right. So let's just do a camera check, make sure all the cameras are working. We have the Vivitar, and then we have the Sony, which is basically the same camera angle. Vivitar, Sony, Vivitar, Sony. All right, so just going back over here. All right, so where did we last leave off? Sony, Vivitar. By the way, EJ, I like the beard. Finally got rid of the cap. No, when you're in the shop, the cap just gets sweaty and gross, so it's easier to clean my hair than it is or what's left of my hair up there than it is the cap, you know? The hair is migrating, it's slowly moving down. Prepping for the trunk pan, is there more welding before that? Well, let me get the cameras lined or set up and I'll show you. I'll show you where we're at. It's been a while. So let me bring everyone up to speed here. Yeah, do that, please. Yep. Okay. So, where we last left off, that's not the right camera. All right, there it is. We need Urdoc to have a handheld cam or to be the cam switcher. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably how this is going to end up anyway, so. You cool with that?
Yeah, that Sony's probably going to be in my hand most of the time.
Okay. Are you going to do any coverage of the Falcon 9 Starlink in 20 minutes? Or get cracking on the car? Well, yeah, we can load it up, dude.
Yeah, we can load that up. That ain't no problem. Okay, so we're on this camera. So where we last left off, Travis, watch the cameras in the, or not, just watch the cameras in the chat if you could, dude. Or you could watch me if you want to learn something. I don't know. So where we last left off, hang on, I don't like this shot. There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's fine. Where we last left off, I finished the frame rails. The frame rails are good to go. I did this, I did a little bit of it off stream, but I ground down all the spot welds and I leveled these as much as I could. I leveled both sides. Where's my light? Of course, it's not where I put it. Yeah, it's up on the car. So the frame rails are pretty much good to go. So now what we got to do is we're basically just mocking stuff up. That's what we need to do. All the welding, so anything that's gray is done, right? For now. Everything is coated in primer. I coated the insides of these frame rail channels with many a primer. It is a little bit scaly, and in hindsight, I probably should have just, we probably should have just replaced the frame rails, but whatever. That was my whole intention here. The whole intention was to learn. So I learned what a bad frame rail looks like, and I know for sure nowadays, I know for sure what a bad frame rail is and why, which is good. Because, yeah, you do have a little bit of scale in there. There's a little bit of scale, and you can see clearly where that's what it's supposed to look like. It's a little scaly, and it might pinhole a little bit more, in which case we take it apart and we fix the stupid thing. Or we patch it. But now what we really need to do is... Thank you.
That's probably from you sitting under my truck for
Yep.
the morning.
Yep. Now what we need to do is, before we go welding the rear cross member on, before we go welding anything on, we got to mock this thing up. We got to really start checking for fitment. We need fitment here. That needs to be right. The frame rails need to be true. Everything needs to be perfectly aligned here. The rear suspension does pick up on this, so it has to be level. It has to be right. So what I've been doing to do that is get all the metal shavings off the damn magnets on these. I've been putting levels out everywhere. Center of this, edge of the frame rail over here, to try and get everything nice and level. Safety third. Yes, that's right, Dean.
Oh, and don't worry, I got that crap off the back of him. That was from when he was up under Lucas.
Did I get the capture nuts installed? No, I did not. Dudes, yeah, life got in the way, and that pisses me off, and I hate using that as an excuse. Between setting up, getting the new setup ready to go, and just the motherboard exploding and the downtime, I don't really want to work on this when you guys can't see it. With that being said, I did do some work here, but yeah. Don't forget your wood blocks and such support for keeping things true. Well, that's really what we got to work on here. It's close, dude, but I'm not really happy with our level of alignment here. And no, this isn't me like splitting hairs or anything like that. This has got to be right. It can't not be right. Like, we don't really have a choice. This has got to be straight. It's attached to suspension. It's pretty damn close, but I think after all said and done, I did weld this bracer bar in. See that right there? Somebody asked about that. Like, what's all this extra metal that's on the back of the car? It's all stuff that's there to hold stuff in place. Now, I welded this in before we took the trunk pan and everything out. I put it in there to do this. Now, that means that doesn't mean that the frame rails are welded. I did that to make sure the frame rails wouldn't move around too much, right? But all this is doing is just welding the frame rails in the position that they were in when we got the car. Now, here's the thing. That ain't no big deal. That's not a big problem, right? But I think that all said and done, this frame rail is down just a little bit. I'm chasing a little bit with the bubble here, just a little bit. Like if I lift this up, everything almost gets into perfect alignment. So I have levels on the leaf spring perches, the rear leaf spring perches, and I have a level on the rear cross member here. And once again, that's all there to make sure that everything is nice and straight. I know the car is straight relative to the ground, more or less, and it's about as precise as we're going to get without the jig. Is it going to be a full build or just making it drivable? We're making it drivable, dude. Yeah, no, it's... She's going to go. She's going to go. It's going to go. Yeah, we're going to make it do. But yeah, I want to start mocking stuff up before we get any further. To be honest, I probably should have done this to begin with, and that's just my inexperience here showing. So what we're going to do is we're going to mock up putting the entire back of the car back together. That's what I think I want to work on today. I want to get the whole thing back together as best as we can. We don't need the trunk cross member in there. That's I already know I have the space for that. And what we're going to do is we're going to check clearances. So our levels are telling us that we're pretty much spot on, but pretty much spot on doesn't mean anything. When we go to put the trunk back in the car, the floor pan or the trunk pan back in, it's got to line up. If it doesn't line up, our frame rails might be bent. So I'm going to take our levels off here. I'm going to take the 3 levels off, and what we're going to do is we're getting the trunk pan, and we're going to put the trunk pan in this thing. And then we're going to check around for clearances. Clarence. Is the IRS stuff going? What? The IRS stuff going. Aitor, I'm not sure what you mean. Can you use a jack to prop the areas that sag? Well, yeah, of course, ARJ, I can. Yeah, of course I can. What I want to do is really make sure that I can verify that it's sagging. All right? And that's going to require a lot of measurement and a lot of mock-up, and that's what we're going to do. Weld the high side first. I got to verify which is the high side, James, so the incompetent accountant stuff, I'm working on it, dude. I don't want to talk about it. I shouldn't have talked about it on stream at all. Sorry. So what we're going to do now, the SpaceX start is in a few minutes. All right. You guys want to watch that? We can watch that. That's fine. 12 minutes. Yeah. All right. What I'll do in the meantime is we'll get all the pieces out. Actually, no. We got to put the trunk pan in first, so that's what we'll do. We'll throw the trunk pan in, but yeah, you know what? We can do that before we. Let's do that before the Starlink launch. So. All right, let's go. Yeah. Grab the top if you could. Like up top. All right. It's gonna be way easier with 2 friggin' people. All right, cool. Now, there you go. We're stuck on the noise. There we go. That's the noise we want. Okay. All right, so let's go back over. You need more clamps. Actually, chat got me a bunch in the PO box. That was Article. Thank you very much if you're out there. Yep. Okay. That's how my day is going. But it's Friday, so it's fine. Let's just see. It's pretty close, man. It's pretty close to being level. My problem here is that the frame rail flanges are not pressed up against the frame rail or the trunk pan. I'll show you guys in a second. I just want to see, just want to verify that that's what I saw. Yeah. Yeah. It looks like I may have bent the frame rail flanges down when I drilled them a little bit. This is the frame rail that was gacked pretty hard. I mean, the left side frame rail, guys, we actually nailed it. I'm actually super happy about that. The left side rail is perfect. Like, it fits perfect to this. The right side rail fits pretty good until you get to about here. I'll have to show you, but I'll show you guys on the other side of the launch here. Yeah. Just trying to figure out where the heck that thing is touching, if at all. We got about a ½ inch, maybe a quarter to the frame rail flange. I mean, part of getting this thing in here is making sure that everything is perfectly straight. And that's so freaking important to get it right. Because if the whole floor is crooked, the whole rest of the car is gonna be crooked. But yeah, we'll go down under in there and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here in a second. Let's see what's good on the Falcon 9 side of things. Hey, AP. I apologize if the speakers are playing the stream and it's being caught up by the mic, dude. So we'll get back to the charger, to crew cab charger here in a second. Just gonna watch a rocket launch real quick. I understand. It's playing through that. It's playing through the mic. Apology accepted, Captain Nita. Oh, we have double background music playing. Is that what you were talking about? Oh, okay. Yeah, Geek, give me 1 second. Thank you. Sorry, I can't hear the background music when I'm out in the shop. It doesn't play for me. It's only for you guys' enjoyment. Should be good now. So we're going to start our Friday with a rocket launch here.
Not a bad way to start a Friday.
Nope. It is GTA Racing, Geek, and everybody else. Racing's going to need to be like 10 instead. I might be a little bit late out tonight coming back from a family gathering. So what are we eating into space? This is a Starlink mission, dude. It's the, give me one moment. I'll tell you. The music is in your speakers, not for us. It's picking up through, you guys, it should be picking up through the mic. So this is Starlink 17-6. It's going out of Vandenberg. And this is the 17th flight of booster 1081. It's actually not too foggy out there. The marine layer looks to be burning off.
I mean, you still got some over here, but...
Yeah, it's definitely still there, but it's burning off.
Strong back retract.
What's the most flown booster? I believe 1067 has 29 or 30 flights. It is pretty cool. Strong back is retracting to 78 degrees. Hey, Bleaks, what's up? Hey, Thick, how you doing? You guys are just in time for a quick rocket launch here out on the California coast, and then we go back to working on the car. Okay, what is going up? We got Starlink satellites. These are Starlink V2 minis. Yeah, there should be 23 or 24 of them on there. 24. Hey, can't see me. What's up, dude? Woo, car day. That's right. Yeah, baby. Yeah, a lot of condensation coming off the vehicle. That just means it's got fuel in it, and well, oxidizer, but should have fuel in it too. That's kind of important. You need both of those. You need both of those to party. You know what I mean? Your bell notification does nothing. I'm sorry, man. Condensation. That too is just condensation. Condensation.
Stage 2 lock load is complete.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Ground gas closeout.
SpaceX is pulling all the propellants out of the launch pad. They're forcing all of it out pneumatically. That's what that big cloud is. You don't want the launch pad to catch on fire. Ideally, you want the rocket to catch on fire, and you want that fire to go in one direction, down. and then maybe sideways later. Two directions at once, though. Not great. Okay, Falcon 9 is in startup.
Launch directors go for launch.
LD reports go. T-minus 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
This is a drone ship landing, I'm pretty sure, Hazanku. Yeah, it's landing out on Of Course I Still Love You. Booster flying today is 1081 on its 17th flight. 30-day turnaround. Launching out of Vandenberg.
T-minus 15.
10.
T-minus 10.
Pad deluge is on.
8, 7, 6,
Sound suppression water system is active.
3, 2,
Ignition.
1. Ignition. And liftoff. Go SpaceX, go Starlink.
Okay, Starlink 17-6 is in the air, taking off from a partially cloudy day out at Vandenberg Space Force Base. Got a good call for stage 1 propulsion there. 25. Next call should be for power and telemetry at about 45 seconds. Vehicle's doing the pitch kick, aligning the computers for the proper heading for orbital insertion.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Good call for power and telemetry there. Next call should be
Falcon 9 is supersonic.
supersonic and then max Q. Got a little bit of a glare going on there. It looks like two rockets are flying in formation.
That's cool.
Max Q.
I hope so, G. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, nice shot. 80 seconds in. Everything looks good here. I don't see any wonkiness. I don't have the telemetry in front of me, but everything looks A-okay.
And back chill.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Zonky looking good. 85-month resub. Thank you. I forget why they roll. Different rockets go to different orbits. Different orbits require going in a different direction. I beat the alerter by a long shot, man. Jeez.
Trajectory nominal.
Good call on trajectory here. We should be coming up on main engine cutoff and staging. Falcon 9's first stage engines, which there are 9 of, that's the namesake for Falcon 9, will shut down and it'll pop the second stage off the top. And the second stage, which has one engine in it, will ignite, pushing the payloads further up into space and eventually into orbit. That's a shot looking up the second stage motor there. Good staging.
MVAC ignition.
Upper stage ignition. Good ignition. Falcon 9's first stage is just going to drift here for a second, deploy the grid fins, and basically reorient itself for its landing, which will be happening in about 5 minutes. What you're looking at there on the right is a shot inside of the fairing. There it is. The fairing is an aerodynamic shell that shields the payloads on the way up. SpaceX does fish those out, and they will fish out, well, not fish out, they'll land the first stage out on an autonomous spaceport drone ship, which is basically a barge with oil rig thrusters attached to it. But you don't call it a barge. It's an autonomous spaceport drone ship, ASDS for short. The one that this booster is landing on today is, Of Course I Still Love You. It's named after Ian Banks' Culture series books. Ian Banks? Is it Ian Banks? Pretty sure it's Ian Banks.
I think so.
Second stage is looking good here. Why open fairing? because fairing big weight, less good for rocket. Bit of moisture higher in the altitude here in Cali today. That was a cool look as it passed through the water vapor. There you go, Ephemeral. Yeah. Yeah, everything looks good here. Starlink 17-6 making its late morning ascent out of Vandenberg up into space. I always wonder what they do with making sure the ocean is clear of all ships for launches in case of debris or fairings don't land on people. There's something called not Mars. Yep, almost lost the camera. They're called not Mars. There's notice to mariners. It's basically an area of the sea that you don't fly in. You don't sail in. Something, I have a picture on the wall behind the camera and it almost fell on the camera and I went and pushed it back before it fell on the camera and stuff.
Scarface almost got you.
Yeah, it's all right. Dude, it's broken. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll get that out of there later.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Notice to mariners, not Mars. Okay, entry burns happening now. Supersonic retro propulsion, my favorite part. Or is it Pocasonic metal propulsion?
He said the thing! He said the thing!
Falcon 9's firing its engines to slow itself down as it gets into the lower parts of the atmosphere. But it's also using that engine exhaust as its heat shield. The engine exhaust is pushing away the reentry heating. Yeah, that's a thing. It uses the engines as the heat shield. It's my favorite thing about Falcon 9. The engine exhaust envelops Falcon 9 in a cooler column of gas. Now, I know what people are going to say, dude, isn't rocket exhaust kind of warm? Yeah, it's a little on the hot side, but it's not as hot as reentry heating, and it's all relative, right? It's not about being cold, but it's about being less cold. And the engine exhaust is enough to keep the reentry heating away from melting the vehicle. Falcon 9 doesn't do that, it'll burn up. I think NOTAMs went back to notice to airmen. Okay, we've got a low cloud layer out on the Pacific today. Okay, grid fins are starting to do work. Landing burn has begun. Okay, landing leg deploy. And, oh, little hairy at the end there, but Booster 1081 lives to fly another day, landing out on, of course, I Still Love You, completing its 17th flight. Next thing here would be second stage engine cutoff, or SECA 1. And Vandenberg proxy. A little bit of artifacting during shutdown there. And yeah, that should do her. 28,590 at 137. That's pretty good nominal orbit insertion. And that's going to do it for the Starlink 17-6 mission. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's pretty good. You know what sucks? When something falls behind your computer, and when it falls behind your computer, the picture that I pushed out of the way, it falls behind your computer and unplugs a bunch of things. That's always fun. You know, it's always fun dealing with that. Give me a moment.
One moment.
One moment. That sounds awesome. Yeah, a gigantic picture of Tony Montana fell behind here.
Got him?
No, not really. Yeah, that's broken.
Oh.
Tony Montana! They glued your face onto Scarface. I will put this in my office. I'll get a new picture frame for it. Rather break the frame, like a $5 frame, than break the $200 camera, you know? Alrighty. And we're back to work. Poster must be pretty rare by now. Nah, it is not really. Okay. Anyway, so now that we've done that, where were we? Oh yes, mocking up components. So let's flip back over to the other camera. There we go. All right, and let's take a look. All right, how am I going to do this? I'm thinking I'm going to have to take you guys with me. So just got to make sure that wire stays. So I'll show you what I mean about fitment.
I'll keep an eye and make sure it stays connected.
Thank you. All right, so take a look. See that? See what I'm talking about? So here we are. The trunk pan is in here, and hopefully this is what it'll look like someday. But you see how it's perfectly flush up against the we're perfectly flush up against the frame rail. So this is the frame rail flange, the gray part, and the black part is the trunk. And it is perfect. And I mean perfect all the way through. Pretty much on both sides, right there, the leaf spring perch. Everything is really, really aligned. It's got a little bit of play right there, but that's no big deal. We'll undercoat the snot out of that when we're done. Now, that is the passenger side rail. Now, look over here.
Lost it. Got it.
There's a little bit more of a gap over on this side. It's not much. It's about that much. But we're pretty dang aligned all the way over there. See what I mean? It's just kind of right in this area here, and this, unfortunately, is some of the area where we redid some of the rail. You can see that there's gaps, and that's not ideal. I mean, it's close. It's very close. It's kind of same kind of indication as the levels. We are very close to getting this right. There's just other stuff that I got to clean up there too. We got to patch that as well. All in good time though. I'm going to clean up those spot welds too. But, yeah, on the whole, this really doesn't look too bad under here. Like, considering the state that it was in, it's pretty good. I do not have the captive bolt holes in position just yet, but it's close. We're pretty close to getting this right. This is going to need some tweaking. I'm pretty sure that the back of this frame rail is kinked. Oh, that's the light. You guys don't need that shining in your face. I'm pretty sure the back of this frame rail is kinked downwards a little bit. Which does make sense. That's basically how it was when I got it. But yeah, we have some gappage right here that I'm not too happy with. Now, we could pull the trunk pan down a little bit to it, but I really got to figure out where this thing is hitting it, because it seems to be gapped all the way around, except on the leaf spring perch right there. Now, this could also be when I drilled these frame rail flanges out that I may have bent them a little bit, and we might just have to, it might be something as simple as just hammering it up back into position. But we'll see. We gotta do more mock-ups. Can you put that back on the tripod, man? We got to do more mock-ups, and we got to kind of figure it out. I mean, once again, we have insanely good fitment on the right. On the passenger side frame rail, it's perfect. Like, it is perfect. Looking totally semi-pro, man. Thank you. It's coming. It's coming along. It needs some tweaking, but overall it looks great. It's definitely getting there. Wire.
Wire?
Yeah.
Get back?
Nope. Oh, yeah, we did. We got it.
You got it?
Yep, she back. So, yeah, we gotta, it's not bad. It's not bad. We have to go kind of looking around for some alignment. Now, I don't know, dudes. It's very possible that it was just like that from the factory. That's not a lot of clearance. We have 1/8 inch tolerance everywhere, all over this thing. So honestly, it's probably good enough. But if I'm here and I'm going to do it, we might as well try to get it right, you know? Just curious, are we supposed to see alerts when you're in the shop? Yeah? Yeah, you should. Hang on. That reminds me. It unplugged the speakers. Yeah. We have not seen them. I don't think there's been any, dude. There was a raid. My raid notifiers don't pop up because I usually see it. Oh, it's Red Panda.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know why that doesn't show up for you. Hold on. All systems with 5 gift subs. Thanks, man. No visual, but there's sound. Yeah, I just have the alerter below the cameras in OBS, dude. It should pop up now. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing. Where was I? Dude, I am scatterbrained as all hell today. It's pretty bad.
Measuring the pan.
Yeah. So we have some clearance issues there. That's not that big of a deal. I mean, it is a little bit. Like this, you want to switch us back to the other camera or not? It's just a little bit.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Should have showed up there. It might just be that the trunk pan is a little bonked around, it's a little bit out. If I push on it, everything seems to align. So, I mean, it could be something that simple. You know, if I push on it just a little bit, it pretty much goes right into position. So the trunk pan could be kinked a little bit. Could have been like that from the factory. There's a bunch of different things. But that one, I mean, that actually went in pretty good. So now what I want to do is get the extensions in, and yeah, we'll, yeah, let's get our extenders in there, and then we'll undo the self tappers. We'll put the bumper brackets and stuff on. Cause yeah, this is the trunk pan is not bad. It's not going to be it's not going to take much time. I mean, it's going to take me a lot of time. It's not going to be a lot of time for you guys. I have to drill a ton of holes and plug weld this thing back together, which is going to be fun. And then,
A lot of holes.
yeah, and then before that, I have to plug weld the gas tank straps in, so that's going to be fun too. It's going to be a lot of work. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. Any low friction, high strength parts in KSP, landing gear, turn the friction control off. Did you see that coming to ATS is also a Dodge pack which has a classic charger in it? No, that's cool though, Sneaky. Neat. All right. Cool. So that's good. Let me get the trunk extensions. I'll put the trunk extensions in and we'll see how those kind of fit all together here. Here's my winter coat. So the trunk extensions are, well, as the name implies, they're extensions to the trunk that make it go all the way out to the sides of the car. It's a very weird looking shape, and I'm pretty sure I can't make that, so we bought them. Well, you guys bought them, to be honest. All right, so these things do kind of latch in, but we are going to need, they latch in, but we still need a clamp to hold them in place. So here's how this all goes in.
Let me know if you need hands.
Okay, I think I'm good. If you want to hand me one of the clamps, they're behind me. Yeah, okay. Let's see how this sucker gets all up in there. You can see there's a little bit of an overlap right there, so it kind of... You know, man, you'd think after all the frigging work we've done that, you know, pieces of the car wouldn't still be falling off, but even after we've done all this, there's still pieces of this damn thing that... Still pieces of this dang thing that frickin' fall off when you go to fit something in it. Oh. Crud. Diarrhea. So there's a self-tapper freaking screw in here from a patch panel that somebody just pop riveted to the back of the car to make it look right. Yeah. It's not even a self-tapper. It's just a flathead. That was getting in the way. That's why that thing didn't want to go in there. No, I don't want to go. No. I don't want to go. It's like, no, the car's still rusty, EJ, no.
Existence is pain. Existence is pain.
Oh. There. All right. Nice. Very good. All right. I'm going to need another clamp. Grab another one of these bad boys. Thank you to Article who gave me a bunch of these clamps. They came up in the PO box. I really appreciate it. You can never have enough of these dang things when you're going to do stuff like this. See, there's a little slight overlap right there. And then this basically fits together kind of like a Lego kit. I mean, we're going to have to weld it, but that piece actually fits pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, that is not bad at all. Good. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. All right. That looks real good, man. Look at that. It's almost like we know what we're doing. Nice. I mean, once again, we're not welding anything in, but you can see the quarter panel. This quarter panel was long hanging out here like this. That's the old, check this out, dudes. You can see where the old trunk extension was, or what's left of it. It's that scaly mess right there. We're gonna have to get that off the quarter. See it right there? It's independent of this. That's this piece. That's what this piece should look like. Yeah, about that. Yeah, about that.
Clamps are a tool you truly can't have too many.
That's right. You ain't kidding, man. All right. That actually fit together real nice. It's pretty good. Now we need the trunk cross member extension, or the driver's side trunk cross member extension. It's this weird kind of like piece that Mopar was like, man, we need a piece of metal to go in here. What, I don't know. I don't know what we should do. Yeah, okay, just do this one, man. It's fine. So this one kind of fits up in here.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Like that almost. But I need to get the bumper brackets on this thing. So I'm not gonna put those in just yet. Who is that? Kyron. Let's get the other trunk extension into place. Or not, can you move the camera over to this side, please? And then frame it for the right trunk extension. You're a gentleman and scholar. So once again, this is the reason why I'm doing this is I'm just kind of trying to get the feel of how all this stuff comes together, what the fitment is like. You know, they had jigs and stuff on the assembly line to make sure that everything was perfect. We don't have that. So we don't got none of that. Let's bring that up there like this. Thank you. Take this bad boy. What'd you say?
Nothing.
Cool.
Nothing important.
Yeah, no, there's no.
Plan.
Yes, por favor. Thank you. Yeah, there isn't a whole lot.
There's like nothing up there.
That's good. I mean, that gives us space to work, but that's also bad because that means if we
There's
have,
supposed to be.
there's supposed to be things there. Yeah, exactly.
It's good and, good for lots of things. See, good and bad. You are fired.
All right, I'm gonna get underneath this. Okay. Oh, I didn't turn the background music back on. Crap. Whoops.
Want I should go do that?
You want breakfast?
You want breadsticks?
You want breadsticks? Yeah. I got it, dude. I got the accordion song still stuck in my head, dang it. There we go. Guys should have the music back. All right. Well, look at that. That's pretty good.
How neat is that?
That's pretty neat. Cool. All right. Yeah. Dude, this is pretty good. This is all lining, the trunk extensions are lining up pretty good. There's a little bit of a nick right there. A little bit of a nick in the metal. See, I don't know if you guys can see it right. See that? We got to fix that. That little guy. Don't worry about that little guy, because they're not completely flush, but the extensions are actually pretty good. Once again, we're gonna have to weld all that together, but that doesn't look bad at all. And you know what? Let me just put this on here. If I push this thing down to get it, yeah. Actually, we are pretty dang close. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. Not bad.
It looks like the back of a car.
Yeah, right? Look at that. Okay, let's go further. Let's go further. Let's do some cool stuff here. All right. Let's get the rear fascia here. And okay. 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 Trying to see if we're lined up with the trunk flange. Yeah, we pretty much are. There's a little bit of clearance problems over here. That's just because there's still something left of the Titanic back here. It's just a little bit though. Holy crap, dude. It's really only coming into scope now how much of the back of this car was actually not there. Wow. So here, come on over in here and just look down and in. So, yeah, we lost the cable. So see right here, this needs to line up with that, like that. And for the most part, it pretty much does. Yeah, that's actually really okay. Not bad at all. Yeah, most of this is, I mean, we got to bend this flange back in, but cool. All right, back that off. Okay, 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 yeah. Attention students, today we're going to learn about the diversity of Asian peoples. Okay, okay. To learn about it is today with Mr. Tuan Liu Kim and Mr. Junichi Takayama. Okay, we still got to do more work with the rear tail panel. It's not, it lines up pretty well on the passenger side, not so much on the driver's side. Not so much over here. Mr. Tuan Liu Kim and Mr. Junichi Takayama, okay? Yeah, okay, 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 okay. This is actually, hello?
10 quality base here. The Eagle has landed.
What is this?
Why is 22 a ballerina's favorite number? Because it's a 2-2.
All right, I'm leaving. All right, I'm leaving. I'll talk to you later. I'm not. I'm still here. I'm not. I don't know. Did I fool you? Probably not. Just opening up to get some air. All right. Let's look at this on the high cam. Oh yeah, look at that. It's almost like we know what we're doing. There's a lot of fitment to still do back here. Yeah, there's still a lot, but it's okay. The trunk pen and everything fit pretty dang well. Oh, man. Man, this is, yeah, okay. Well, I don't have any problems with the trunk extensions, guys. The trunk extensions looks like they went in there pretty damn well. Except for that little kink on the passenger side. But we don't kink shame here, you know. That ain't no thing. Yep. I'm just checking around for clearances and stuff. Okay, She don't look too bad. The rear panel is gonna need a lot of work. There's a lot of pinholes in it. Other than that though, this thing will come together pretty dang quick. I'm just looking around. So, yeah, okay, cool. I kind of want to see what the bumper bracket looks like, but then again, we got to take this all apart to get those brackets in the right spots. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, even from far away, from where you guys are, does it look okay? That should look pretty good. And then this should basically wind up right around here. Nice. Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Looks like an actual car. Yeah. That's pretty good. Okay. Now, let me, just want to look at those extensions again. I just kind of did, I mean, this part, the rear fascia is going to need way more work. It's still pitted to hell, and it needs to be welded back together. But our flanges do look pretty good. They're pretty damn close. I might have to go back with the trunk pan just a little. So part of this is just making sure that what I'm checking for right now is that everything is close. If everything is close, I know we only need to make a couple fine adjustments here and there. Cool. Excellent. That's pretty good, man. This needs to be in, but it's not in because of that little frick old piece of metal. See, I can't tell if there was rust here or like this little piece that's not clearing right. I can't tell if there's rust here or if that's part of the panel or if it was welded together. It's just so damn pitted, it's really hard to say. Yeah, we're... Yipes. There's a lot of the back of the car missing over here. The whole like corner seam is gone. How about over here? Who's your stream crew member today? That's Ernok. He's one of my moderators. I do road trip streams with him occasionally. There's a lot more car left over here, which is a little bit handy. Good. Wow, there's really, dude, yeah, somebody cut the quarters out. There was nothing left back here. There's not a lot, but yeah, that ain't anything we didn't know. Cool. Nice. All right, let's take the back off again. We're getting pretty good fitment, but we do have some clearance problems. I got to do, part of it is that I got to do a lot more work with this thing. This thing is quite rusty, and it's $570 for a new one. I don't feel like doing that. So we'll repair that one. I have 24 gauge sheet metal. It's not going to take too much. It's just more time. But yeah, this is all looking fun, pretty fudging nice.
Yeah, that's totally what you just said.
Fudging nice. Hi, guy. What's your name? That's Ernok. He's one of my moderators over on Twitch. Can't see me. Yeah. He's a good dude. Yeah. He's a good-ish dude.
Yeah, give me something to work for.
Yeah, I'm going to give you 4 out of 5 stars so you have something to work for. All right. All right, switch us back over to the Sony cam, dude. It's the lever. Switch it to front cam in OBS, excuse me.
There you go.
Cool. So we still have to do captive nuts in here and over here for the bumper brackets, because the bumper brackets, I'll show you how they fit. Fit in there like that, and you gotta have 2 screws through the bottom and 2 screws through the front. Still gotta drill holes there too. Oh boy. So the frame rails are done welding, but we still have a lot of work to do on those bad mothers. Get rid of this. All right. Okay. So what do we want to? How do we want to do this? Let me take a look. I'm gonna start by fixing that. That's a little messed up. Are we lined up on the front over there? No, we're not. Okay. So I need to do some alignment with this trunk extension here. Thankfully, I still have some of the old quarter panel here left to help me with alignment.
Some being the keyword. The other one should be right next to you. There you go.
There we go. That needed to be moved just a smidge. Yeah, it's still a little crooked. Oh. Yeah, this is all fitting pretty good, guys. It's not bad. Good. This side of the trunk was actually backwards a little bit. And this is what I mean about getting this right. You really have to be sure. And that just requires a lot of fitment testing, and a lot of leveling, and a lot of other stuff. Nice. Is that the Vivitar? No, it's the Sony. Nice. That's actually really good. That's pretty decent, man. Okay. It looks like this side just needs to go down just a smidge. And then when we do that, the flange pretty much lines up if I just push down on this. Cool, how's the fitment looking over there? This is, dude, this is not bad. This, I'm actually pretty happy. Let me see the camera for a second, dudes. Here.
You want it off the thing?
You know, the thing. Yeah, please. So what I'm looking for, guys, there's a little lever. Just push it forward.
Oh no, I pushed a button.
It's fine. Now tilt it to your left. Or right. Yeah, there we go. All right, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking through these little holes here. I'm looking down at the rail. See that in there? I'm looking to make sure that that's aligned. And that actually looks really good. That's really nice. Now let's check the other side. Oh, yeah. It's pretty good, dudes. That's pretty damn good alignment. What about up in there? Yep, that's pretty good. What about up in there? Hang on. Yeah, I know. I moved it. Not up in there. That could be better, but if we just push down a little bit on the trunk, that's good enough. Sweet. This dang thing is starting to look like a car instead of just the Titanic. Killer. Pretty happy.
Oh, by the way, chat. How's audio sync? Have we lost sync at all with audio? At all? I'm curious.
Don't jinx us, man. We lost video.
Yeah, that's good. Put it back in the thing. Good.
Not that I've noticed. Looking great. How do you squeeze the rails and the pan together? So you can. So what I think I want to do is when we go to weld this thing, right? I'll put jacks underneath this, and then I'll just put my knee on the trunk pan, and it'll weld right in. I'm pretty damn happy with all this fitment. This is actually, you know, I thought we might, like I don't know if you guys can see the level there. If we put the level pretty much dead center on the center line of the car, we push this down a little bit, which is what it needs. It needs to go down to align that frame rail flange. Not even that much, just that. That's it. I'm barely putting any weight on it. That's pretty good, man. It's pretty aligned. All right, cool. The next thought would be, how flat is the floor? The floor is pretty flat, no, but I leveled the car. There's a trick that you can do when you're leveling. Here, I got it. There's a trick that you can do. No, not the Vivitar, we don't want that. There's a trick that you can do when you're leveling a car. All right, good telltale sign to know that the car is level regardless of the ground. I mean, the right way to do it is to plumb bob the suspension and make marks on the ground, which we have done here. But this is the right way to know.
The door's closed.
Does the door close? Does it latch? Is your panel gap okay? The doors open and close. See? That's how you know it's level. She's level. I know that car is right. Hey, Matt's looking great. Thanks, man. So, that's actually super good for us, man. Jens, how you doing? That's
Discovery,
excellent.
go at throttle up.
Excellent. Really, really freaking good, actually. I'm pretty proud of that. Hey, Stejan, 50-month resub. Thank you. Starting to look like a car again. Yeah, man, it's here. Here, let me show you. Check it out. I'm doing mock-ups today. Will you be sandblasting the rear panel? Yeah, probably. Actually, that reminds me, what do you guys know about blasting media? Because I don't. I bought the wrong stuff. I know I did. I bought because it was the only thing at the Tractor Supply store. Yeah, I got to get the right blasting media because I have a siphon sandblaster gun, and it doesn't. I'm using coal slag. It does not like that. It doesn't feed right. Plastic bead blast is best bleed. I need something that can go on the ground outside. Can't see me. I'm not sandblasting in here. Was the original wheel of the car making it look so tall? It's high up off the ground. It's up on jacks, Jens. Walnut shells. There's somebody behind me? Yeah, that's Ernok. Charles, you remember when we did the trip in the blue truck? He was driving. Walnut shells? Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. Cool. Killer. Killer, killer, killer. I'm pretty happy with this. This is not nearly as much. Yeah, and Noah, we're gonna have to, if I put jacks underneath this, we're gonna have to shim it. But I was told that the rails are on jacks. I can only assume there was some amount of shimming the jacks done to get the frame dead nuts level. Yeah, pretty much, Noah. I should have done a frame rail jig. It wasn't in the budget though. I should have bought some I-beams and and welded up a leveling kit for it. I would do that. Like the next car that we do this to, I will do that. We will level it and we will get it perfect. Because yeah, this is, it's close, but I'm not 100% sure that it's like super close. I know that the doors are closing no problem and my panel gap hasn't shifted much. So I got that going for me, which is nice. Yeah, good. Trunk is looking great. Car's really coming along. Yeah, it's getting there, man. Yeah, so I got to think about, you know, like, fellas, here, switch us back to the Sony cam, dude. That's as it sits, right? What I'm thinking is if I push it down a little bit on one side, it is like dead center. But that's kind of where we landed pretty much out of the box. That's pretty freaking good. That's pretty good. I like that. I might have to do a little bit more adjustment with the rear cross member to get that true, but here, I'm gonna get I'll get my bigger level out. The one that can go across the whole trunk. Yeah, I got it. So if I push down, if I push the trunk pan down to basically sandwich up against the frame rail flanges, that's what happens. Oh, that's what I want to see, man. Pretty good. if I let it go. Yep. Okay. Okay. You know what, dudes? We're not as far out as I thought we were. That's really, really not bad. Yeah. Cool. Oh, that's pretty neat. So what I'm really going to want to do is do some final checks on getting the bumper or the rear cross member all aligned. Want to make sure that that's perfect. The car reminds me of Supernatural, but it's an Impala. This is a 69 Coronet. It's a mid-sized, so that's the same style of car, dude. It's flip up that letter. Yeah, it's close. This is basically Dodge's version of the same style of car. A mid-sized four-door sedan. Mine's not black though, and I'm not Dean Winchester. But looks good article. Yep. Yeah, I like this car. It's got the, I don't know, it's got hips, and hips don't lie. And I ain't kidding you. Car should be black. I'm painting it blue. It's gonna be blue. I want to paint it the factory color. I got an idea in my head for what I want this car to look like. Trust me, you're gonna like it. It will look good, I hope. Maybe. Probably not. All right. Yeah. This all lined up real good. It even lined up with the factory quarter pretty dang well. That's really good. So now let's see, what am I thinking? Like, what do you think? We got to push that side down. We got to push that side down, or does the right side need to come up? Interesting. I mean, actually, it all looks pretty straight. Now, like, I wanted to put this in here. I'll be honest, guys, I was expecting more problems. I was expecting this to look way worse. It's actually pretty good. We did a pretty good job. Yeah. Huh. I was like, oh, we got to cut it out and we got to level the frame rail. No, it's pretty fine. Just lean on it, yeah. You know what? I'm going to check from inside the car. Can you flip back over to that camera? It's not up on the flange that it needs to be, guys. So I'm gonna grab a cough drop real quick so I don't cough in your face for the rest of the stream. Yep. Yeah, Stuart, this is, I mean, it's like I said, dude. I always said before we got the car in here that another year outside probably would have been this car's, that probably would have been it. The back of the car would have probably fallen apart. What? Ah, bitte. What was I thinking? That's Ernok, Charles. Ernok, he's the guy that I drove the truck across the country with him last year. You remember? We worked on his Camaro in the shop. Let me get my hammer out. So I'm checking fitment up to the front. Up here inside of the car is something called the rear pan. The rear pan is what this thing connects to up there. I'm making sure that we're as far forward as we can go. Because the trunk pan needs to be straight in the damn car. That's not bad. It's okay. Looks like it might need to come forward on the other side. Yep, it absolutely did.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Nice. Who? Kelly. Is the Camaro still here? Yep.
Yep, Camaro's here. My blue truck is here.
Yep. Still here. They survived the New England winter.
Yeah, sorry, Charles. I'm focusing on where he might need a camera. That's all.
Nice. I'm just checking once again, we're checking fitment up to the front. I'm making sure it overlaps correctly. Cool, we got a wave. They can't hear you because I have the mic. Say hi.
Hello.
There you go. Nice, okay. Yeah, now that I hammered this thing up forward, let me look. Not bad. Dude, this is a lot straighter than, yeah, it's a lot straighter than it was. I'm actually pretty happy with this, guys. This is, unless I'm overlooking something hard here, this is pretty friggin' good. Like there's some schmutz up there at the front, and when I hammered this thing forward, it moved the trunk pan moved the schmutz out of the way. When it moved the schmutz out of the way, everything started to fit. It's really weird. Very strange. But yeah, now this thing doesn't take much to just push it right down into place. And when you do, it levels perfectly, dude. Wow. I'm actually pretty happy. Cool. Wow. All I wanted to do was focus on mock-up today, but the extensions and everything are fitting really well. Damn. Okay. Didn't think we'd get this far. Can't See Me says thank you for modding. Or not.
Oh, no problem whatsoever.
Yeah, this flange is a little crooked. Hang on, I'm one of these the cross member extension plates got a little crooked. Got a little distracted doing the repeater. Nice and flat. It was this flange piece right here. See that? It was a little wavy. So put it in the vise and bent it back true. Let's see how this fits. That's the other side. Score. There it is, man. That's how she fits.
Right.
Hi, I'm Mr. Sneezy. It's you. All right. Nice. That one fits. Nice. Everything good and tight to the rails. It's on the left side, Hellfish. There's a little bit of a funny, but it's not. It ain't too bad. Hang on, I got to do the same thing to this side. This one got all bent up too. Sweet. All right. So once again, this was a little bit crooked. But we lined it up. And this piece should that one's gonna need some massaging a little bit. Just need to see. This one seems to just kind of wanna
Go right in.
Yeah. Just seems to want to lock right into place and call it a day. The other side, not so much.
Well, the other side was beaten up pretty badly.
Yeah. Yeah. That one's not as aligned to the trunk band as I'd really want, but Cool. That's how that's supposed to be. It's supposed to be just kind of leaning up against there, up against the bracket. Yeah, actually, now that I'm thinking it, those flanges were supposed to be like that. We flattened them, but it's okay. We can hammer them back. Learning moment. Cool. Nice, man. This is, look at that. That's starting to, that looks like a car. And I know I just keep saying that, guys. Like, I'm sorry, there's not a lot of like welding and fabbing going on today, but damn, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh. Nice. So, yep. It's not bad, dudes. So, I mean, yeah, I'm doing a lot of mock-up today, guys. I'm just trying to make sure everything is lined and in the right spot. And everything, this is certainly looking a lot nicer than I thought. I mean, but that pays. We eliminated a lot of the guesswork by measuring everything again and again and again and again and again. Cool. Sweet. So once I have this finalized, we got to start painting the guides around the frame rails so we can figure out where we need to drill it. Cameron, it looks good. You know, like whenever you do a full mock-up like that, you look at it and you're like, dang, I just hope I weld that in like that, because that's like perfect. I mean, my extensions are a little strange. There's a couple of little bits of wonkiness going on here, but that's nothing we can't fix. Can I put the back on again? Can I put it again?
Yeah.
I'll freaking do it again. I'm gonna put the back on. Freaking do it again. Gorge. I did it. Murder. There we go. Most excellent. That's pretty good, man. You know, now that I hammered that dang trunk pan forward, this is looking a lot more aligned. Hey, X-Wing. Bet it feels great to be working on the car again. Yeah, I'm about a month behind where I really wanted to be, and I'm not happy about it, dude. We gotta fix it. Today, I'm kind of taking it easy. I just want to do some mock-ups, but yeah, dude, this is good. So what my plan is to I want to at least get this back piece, the rear fascia, reattached to the trunk pan, right? When the trunk pan gets burned in, and once this structure's all rebuilt, that's when we go hacking at the quarter panels. Or at least tack this thing in, you know, while we're doing the quarter panels, to align everything, because this thing does need quarters. It absolutely does. But that's okay. Oh, man. Pretty good. Yeah, no, it looks good. I'm just checking everywhere for fitment and stuff, and not particularly happy with the gappage we have on this side, but there's some weird stuff going on over here. Give me one sec. I'm just gonna take a look. I'm gonna see if I can, I don't know if you guys can see my finger. Look at my fingers. Try to see if we can get a clamp up in there like that. Yeah. Well, as soon as we... Nice. I mean, I took a clamp and I weaseled it through one of the drainage holes. And you guys can't see it because the fascia's on there. So see over there on the right, I took it and I weaseled it through one of the drainage holes to kind of hold the flanges in place. And now it looks a lot nicer. It's lined up a lot better. So we might have had some waviness in the trunk pan, but that clamp is pretty much eliminating it. And it looks like the level went right back. The level went back into, well, level. Nice. That's real good. That's real good. Oh, man. Yeah, this thing is not as far out as I thought it was. I looked at it briefly, well, over the last month, right? And I was like, oh no, it's not right. It's not lined. It's gonna be a big pain. No. It's actually not bad. So, if you guys look, I got one of my clamps to go up and over, and I got it to pinch up against the frame rail flange, right? And when I pinched it down, look, almost perfect. See, we got a little waviness in our flange right there. That's no problem, but really got to make sure that that's all nice. But look, see how straight it is? See how flat that is? Now that I clamped that down, it's pretty good. And it looks like when I did it, it brought the level, it brought the bubble pretty damn close. So, you know, I'm still inclined to think we might have some waviness in the flanges and stuff, but other than that, we're doing okay. Article, you recognize the clamps, dude. Your clamps are everywhere on this thing now. Dang, I thought we would, I thought we would be doing more alignment work here, but it's actually really not bad. Now, don't get me wrong, we are in no position to weld this thing. I'm gonna have to drill probably 200 holes in this to plug weld everything. And yeah, that's gonna take time. I'll do that off stream. You guys don't need to see that. And it looks like the tab on the end here, the trunk pan is a little bent. But, you know, it's just about weaseling these parts together. You just gotta, yeah, I mean, it's taking your time. That's the biggest one. But dude, when we do this, and if I get the rear back on, or at least I just put some bracing in for the quarter or something, or just put, you know, put this on the ground and then get the damn quarters, you know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I burn? I don't know. Maybe we should get the quarters, and maybe we should adjust fitment there and get all those right. My thing was like, maybe we should do the trunk first. Do the trunk first to rebuild the structure back here so we have something to anchor on, because this is, despite my bracing, it's still a little, she's a little flabby, which is okay, but. Ernok is bored. Your baby's got back again. That's right. You all right?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yes. Pretty good, man. I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, it looks straight, right? If we're just sitting back here and kind of taking a peep at it, that's not bad at all. Yeah, and it looks like the rear quarter will pick up on the trunk extension. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to cut the rear quarter if we do it. I think I'm going to cut it on the accent line right here. Well, no, you don't want to do it on an accent. I don't know. It really depends. This truck will hold a month's worth of groceries. Yep. Yeah, it's definitely good, dudes. All right. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I'm just thinking about, I got a little bit of brain fog today, guys. I've been pretty much going ham for the last 2 weeks straight. I didn't take last weekend off. We streamed. So I'm getting, forgive me if I'm running out of energy here. But I'm actually pretty happy with this. I expected this to be a more misaligned, but it's actually not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then once we, put the trunk cross member in there, and then, I think my self-tapping holes are a little bit out. I kind of want to adjust them a little bit. We could do that today too. Because we're not exactly aligned to the flange plates there. And then we got to drill holes in the plates too. I can do that though, that's no problem. I noticed that there's a little tab. There's a little tab right here that we made. It's a plate that's behind here. You can just barely see it right there. You can see it, it's gray, right? This was out here, and now that we leveled and aligned everything with clamps, it actually moved into position, which is pretty good, dude. I'm pretty happy with that. Like, you could see where the old marks were, and the new marks are pretty aligned. Damn, dude, this is good. For example of how far you could go, taking the hammer and dolly, basically tapping the rail and pan together for a perfectly flush fit. Yeah. Hellfish, it's not bad. It's really, like, especially with the clamp, but the flange does need to be hammer and dollied, which is not a big deal. That's okay. But dudes, like, I'm sorry, like, this is, when you do mock-up, you're always like, you always get, like, kind of pumped up. Look down here. Man, I'm pretty happy with that. Look at this. It's pretty good. Yeah, there's a little bit there. That needs to be hammered up. So does that. It's starting to look like a car under here again, man. This is some pretty damn good motivation. But I mean, you guys know how I feel about motivation, but this is pretty good. Still got cameraman? Excellent. Sick. And then I still need to buy leaf spring shackles. I forgot. We borked one. Borked one pretty bad. That one's not. So fun fact. See how rusty that is? That's what all this used to look like. Most of it is just over there on the floor. Pretty good with this, dudes. It's just the back of the car. I don't get it. The back of the car is all screwed up. But it's just the back of the car. The rest of the, look under there. The rest of the car is fine. Except for the rockers. The rockers have seen better days. But that's just so strange to me. We're gonna have to tackle that soon, and that's not gonna be fun. And then we gotta tackle right in front of the tire, right where my finger is. That's the rear inner rocker. That's not great. But the back, you know, don't worry about over there. The back looks real good. And then, you know, I wanna finalize the rear cross member position. This is actually pretty dang close, and then we have to drill holes through here for a captive nut on the inside of the frame rail. Wait a minute. That one is, we knew this. I welded this a little crooked. It goes that way a little ways. We knew I knew that was a thing. But, fellas, look over there. Oh, I found something I don't like. That's not ideal. Balls. Yeah, that one, actually, you know, that one is about the same. We can always hammer that up and bend it up into position. We know that this bracket is a little bit downwards, so that's no big deal. Cool. Yeah, there's going to need to be a bumper bolt that goes through here, and then there needs to be another hole. We got to drill another one through there as well, and that stuff needs to be perfect, or else the bumper is going to be crooked on the back of the car. It won't look very good. I mean, my frame rail's pretty damn friggin' level. We leveled that pretty damn good. How's the rest of this look? Cool. Yeah, I mean, I still gotta paint. I'm gonna paint all this when we're done. But yeah, it's not bad. Look at that. We actually have a quarter panel again. At least the bottom of it. That wasn't there for a long time. That's not bad. And then, you know, we'll drill 2 holes right here, and then we'll drill 2 holes through the rear cross member, and we'll plug weld to the back of that. Sweet. I mean, guys, I don't know. I'm showing you all this so you guys can get a good look at it too, but this looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty good. Yeah, that, and this is also like if people are on the VOD and you see something. I mean, my booger welds right there could be better. I know that. I'm going to grind that down and make sure that that looks nice. That's the only real big, like, uh-oh, that I found right there. Freaks, it looks good. Yeah, there's a couple of pinholes left in the frame rail there. That's where an exhaust bracket was. The inside is all coated with rust preventer and stuff. But other than that, dude, that frame rail's pretty straight, man. It's pretty good. But that's what I mean about, you know, we took our time and we only have a couple of things right there, a couple of things right there. That one lines up pretty damn good. This one is a little bit crooked, but that's because my frame rail's, if you kind of look back, this thing is it's not straight, but that's okay. It's still strong and it ain't going anywhere. Like I said, I'll grind all this down. Make it look kind of like that. Sweet. I'm wondering, can I fit my fingers in there versus, oh. That, I can fit my fingers in there, but I can't do it on there. See, chat? You see that finger? No, we'll use this one. See, you can kind of get underneath there. I'm wondering if something's out of whack, or if this is crooked. If this is crooked, then my original suspicion is right, that we should probably cut this out and then just plumb bob the frame rails to get them right. Because look, yeah, see, you're not supposed to, on this side, if this is showing level, right? But you put your finger in there, it doesn't fit, but it fits over here. That's some issues. That means something's weird, something's funky. So we'll have to figure that out, but here. Oh, man. Is the liner level? What do you mean? Nice work. Thanks, Chris. Yeah. Oh. All right. Well, that mock-up went okay. What time is it? 2:45. If the rail is level, is the trunk bed level? Yeah, it is. It's reading level.
Which tells me that, I mean, let me put this. That's reading level as well. And this is reading level. No, it's not much. It's pretty close, dude. I'm not too worried. All right, let's nice. I'm trying to think of where the next thing to do is, guys, but I'm kind of, this freaking sickness is kind of catching up with me, man. Is the floor level? Yeah. Running out of coffee? I mean, yeah, I kind of am. Well, I'll be honest, guys. I thought this was going to take more time, but it's actually not too bad. But I don't really have enough time to start digging into this work, and I don't want to leave this half finished. So we're at a good stopping point, believe it or not, dudes. I don't want this. I mean, I know this was kind of a boring stream, like, but we have about 2 hours left, and I kind of hit the milestone that I wanted for today. Like, don't worry, we're going to work on this more next week. I'll be doing a lot more work on this next week. Hi, Jay, still fired in the ironing out the new setups. Yep, good work. It's nice to see that things are looking good. Yep. You're good. It's Friday. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, I got some family stuff to do in a little while. And I want to make sure that I'm not like today. So it's been a roller coaster, man. Yeah, fellas, I think I might call it for now. I know this was a tiny short stream, but yeah, go take a shower, enjoy your Friday. Write down where you are in the next couple to-dos. Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. Maybe finish off with some MSC. I'm already playing MSC. Goalie, that looks great, man. Looks real good. Flame trench without you tonight. Yeah, just because I was worried about setup stability, I don't want to mess with the flame trench, but what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm going to keep the setup on until Sunday, right? Because if Starship goes, we're going to be here. We're going to do a Sunday stream. No NSF tonight for me. The hair's gone wild. Yeah, that's from me doing this all day. You need a pic of that on one of the 1 million mission control monitors? So I think that's where we're going to stop here for now, just because I'm going to rest up, and it's been a wild week. And I'll leave the computer on today and tomorrow, and we'll see where it takes us. I'm going to go back into the office. Stand by for loss of signal from here as expected. We did some, I mean, it doesn't seem like we did a lot of work, but that's actually pretty good. Making sure that everything is, I mean, it's not the first time we're going to do this. We're going to keep doing this. Basically, as you burn in every part or weld in every part, you got to do this every time. You got to check. It's like a checksum, you know what I mean? You got to just keep doing it over and over again. So I'll head back over into the office here, and we'll pack up shop for the weekend, because Sunday is probably going to be a big stream anyway. So I will be back in a second. Stand by for loss of signal from the office as expected.
Okay. I'm back in the office and I still have crazy hair. I mean, it doesn't look bad here. It looks ridiculous on that other camera. Anyway, so yeah, guys, once again, apologies for the short-ish stream today. We only did 2.5 hours, but regular schedule should be coming back on Monday. We got Kerbal stuff to do with the SSTO. We have the Stationeers save. I still want to benchmark Cities 1 and a couple of other things, so we're going to do that as well. But, yeah, we made some forward progress on this thing, which is great. Car streams will be coming back. The weather is going to start to cool off sooner rather than later. I mean, it is kind of cool right now because of the hurricane, which is fantastic. So if we have some cool days next week, we'll get in and we'll start marking up stuff to prepare stuff. We've got to start punching holes in things to prepare stuff for welding. We got to see the Chargers back in the streaming loop. The crew cab Charger. Yep. So this is going to do it for part 35. Once again, I will be back probably 9-10 o'clock for racing GTA a little bit later tonight. But yeah, I'm going to go enjoy my Friday for once. Just this once. The amount of nice Fridays that we have is going to dry up real quick over the next month. So I'm going to take this one. I'm just going to chill. And I'm going to chill today and tomorrow. And don't worry, Starship coverage, Flight 10, we'll be here covering it. I don't know how long. I don't know. I mean, it's probably, we'll probably be here a good ways before the SpaceX stream goes live. So how long have those F1s been cooking behind you? A long time. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Sunday. If Starship doesn't go on Sunday, I'll see you whenever it goes. But either way, regular schedule starts on Monday. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good weekend, good rest of your Friday, and I'll talk to you. I'm out.